if the source of your joy, let's just say, is people, your happiness is going to be contingent on people. Now, that's a little bit of a problem. Why? Because people is sinners. People are not going to be the shining idol that you want them to be. They are inconsistent. And if you are relying on people to bring you happiness, it's not going to happen a lot. Why? Because they're going to fail you. You say, wait a second, what about babies? How can you say that babies don't bring joy? Babies bring joy. Oh, really? In and of themselves, babies do not bring joy. And I can prove it. I have children. And it's not that mine are bigger monsters than yours. Here's the deal. In the middle of, I'm going to do an impression of a fair share of my nights when my 3 kids were young. All right? It looked like this. Where's the Nook? If I don't, shh, it's okay, honey. Where's the Nook? Honey, did we get the Nook? Because we had Nook babies. And in the middle of the night, the Nook would pop out, it would go down underneath the crib, and I had to crawl on my hands and knees trying to find the Nook so that the baby would stop crying. I promise you, in that moment, I was not having joy. I wasn't even happy at that moment. Why? Because people are shaky. They do stuff. They fail you. They disappoint you, and your happiness is tenuous at best. It's also going to be very, very fleeting. Let's just say that the source of your joy is stuff instead of people. Your car, oh man, I couldn't wait to get that car. I just love that car, got to get that car. Oh, I love that new car smell. But then you let the kids into the car and they spill Chick-fil-A and they take off their gym shoes and the new car smell goes away. What do you know? It's fleeting. What about the happiness that that house was supposed to bring? Sure, until you have to make your monthly mortgage payment, until you have to get the stuff fixed, until you get termites, until the plumbing doesn't work, until the windows need to be replaced. It's not lasting. It is fleeting. It's also tedious. How do I know that it's tedious? Well, because anything. Okay, speaking of Chick-fil-A. No. I think we can do an even better test. Let's just say, for example, you happen to have a Jones like nobody's business for Chipotle.
Yes.
By the way, Chipotle CEO is doing just fine.
That's good.
Yeah.
I am supporting him all the way.
It's like 20, 30 million a year, okay? All right? Most of it comes from him.
Yeah.
Okay, you love the Chipotle.
I do.
It brings you happiness.
Yes.
Now, do you eat it all the time?
I don't eat it all the time.
Ah, so you don't have happiness all the time.
I guess not.
Okay, now let's just say that you ate Chipotle right now, and all afternoon, and all night, and all morning. At some point, is the shine going to rub off just a little bit as much as you adore?
Maybe just slightly, yes.
Yeah. I mean, the same thing over and over again. It's going to be like the Jews in the wilderness. You want meat, and it started coming out of their nose.
Exactly.
At some point, it becomes tedious, even Chipotle.
Yes.
I can relate. I'm thinking of popcorn right now. Okay, whatever it is, it's like, okay, let's just say that it's trips. You love to, you are Rick Steves, but hopefully you don't take saunas naked with other fellas while smoking marijuana. The point is you love, I'm not kidding, and he's a Lutheran. You love vacations. Okay, you like planning it, going on the trips. Okay, I do too, but I got to tell you something. If I see one more airport, I don't need to see that again. Frankly, hotels don't bring me a whole lot of happiness anymore. It's like, yeah, another room, another lobby. The destination, getting there, it's like, oh, cool. But then you see another destination, or you see the same destination, and it becomes very, very tedious. Why? Because what the world offers through temporal things is shaky, fleeting, and tedious. And that is why happiness is fine, but it's nothing compared to joy. How do you get that? God wants you to have it next on Wretched.